Hey friends, this is Ann Thomas with today's 2-Minute Thought. A mom, dad, and their teenage son were attending a Sunday church service when the pastor asked everyone to stand for the reading of the word. The parents stood, but the teenage son remained seated. His mom gave him that, "Would you please get up? You're embarrassing me" look. And the dad gave him that, "If you don't get up, I'm gonna act like a pure fool in here" look. Seemingly more responsive to the dad's raised eyebrow, the boy stood, but he folded his arms as a sign of still wanting to be in control. And while the preacher was reading the scripture, the teenager leaned over to his mom and he whispered, "On the outside I'm standing, but on the inside I'm still sitting down." Wow, those are the moments as a parent when you don't know if to pray or do something that you might regret later. Now, when this young man stood up, he wasn't being obedient, he was being compliant. You see, obedience is a willingness to submit to a command of authority, whereas compliancy is more of a conforming to a request. You do it, but you aren't happy about it. And many Christians are like that. Outwardly, they look like they're serving God and loving on people, but inwardly, they feel like they're doing a duty, an obligation, and they're full of resentment. Why? I don't know. Maybe because God hasn't answered a prayer the way that they wanted him to, or maybe they think that by serving they can manipulate a blessing from God. Friends, our obedience to God should flow from a place of love and honor. And if there's an area in your life where you're simply doing what you're told, I challenge you to be honest with God and ask him to give you a heart that wants to obey him out of love. In the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15, it says, "If we love God, we'll obey his commands." This is Ann Thomas with today's 2-Minute Thought.